Avoidants get a bad rap for disappearing. And that's not unsubstantiated, it's fair enough. You know, if they want to show up for a relationship, they should stick around, right? It kind of helps sometimes to understand why they feel as if they need to run. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to us because we haven't experienced their wounds. Let's put it into an allegory that will potentially answer a few questions in your mind if you're struggling with understanding why they need to do this. Say, for instance, you've got a dog and that dog was abused as a puppy. It was by someone who wore boots, big heavy steel cap boots, walks into the room and they kick the crap out of that puppy and it's conditioned. Boots mean risk, mean abuse, mean neglect. Then you have walked into the room and this adult dog now, fully grown, references that you're wearing boots. So it's cowering in the corner, expecting the worst. Of course it is. It knows that boots mean abuse. The thing is that you didn't do the kicking. It wasn't you. You're only wearing boots. It wasn't your fault. You don't need to take responsibility for the fact that someone else caused abuse to the dog. But what we can do is take the boots off. Okay, so if we're going to compare this now with real life, say the boots are the words that we choose to use. And we don't reference that words are that important. Surely it's actions that mean a lot. Yes, but words represent a lot to an avoidant too. And this is played down. There are certain words that we tend to use which trigger them. Things that we don't even recognize. Say, for instance, we say a sentence like, "You need to show up on time." For them, that's coercive and controlling. For us, it's just reasonable things to say. If we are able to change that around to things like saying something like, "I need you to show up on time. Is that okay with you?" You've literally said exactly the same thing, but you've started it not with the word you, but with the word I. You've taken ownership of what your expectations are by saying, I need you to. And at the end, you've said something like, "Is that okay with you? How do you feel about that?" It leaves it open-ended. It gives them an opportunity to have an opinion, to walk towards you, using the law of attraction. They don't feel controlled or coerced. If we're able to take our boots off, recognizing that that child, that dismissive avoidant, as a child, had no choice. They were controlled, coerced, and pushed into a cage. And if we are able to uncage our words and leave them open-ended, changing the way that we express to the avoidant, we're taking our boots off to that poor puppy who is expecting the worst. And it'll make a big difference for them. They will feel as if they don't need to run off quite so quickly or for as long. If when they come back, they know that our language isn't going to scare them. Now, I've been asked quite a lot to give more examples of the kinds of language that we can adjust without changing what we want to say, so we can accommodate the avoidant and not trigger them. I have another video. If you want to search through my library and find one, in fact, what I'm going to do is put it in the pinned section at the very top for a period of time so you can find it easily. Go to my library, go to the top. You'll see a video called The 6 Signs of Emotional Dysregulation. Click on that and it'll give you an insight as to what to do to improve not just your relationship with avoidance, but with everyone, and the kinds of things that we tend to fall into in habits when we're emotionally triggered in conversations.